Hey guys, this is a fairly new channel and I hope you enjoy my little rant. I try to make videos whenever I have time or when I'm completely absorbed by something that needs to be heard. I'm trying to be more consistent with posting videos in future and will need your support. So if you do have a good time, please like, share and subscribe. So let's start. The SSERAFIM's BOOMPALA just released and it was definitely a ride. A confusing one, but a ride nonetheless. When I saw the song title, it was clear hype wasn't going to make it easily palatable for the audience since they are experimenting with their recent releases. We've seen this with Cat's Eye, Anilit, and of course SSERAFIM. But SSERAFIM is probably the only group where the formula has worked, mainly because the two major singles, Spaghetti and Celebration, stay true to its weird, wacky nature, and the lyrics actually try and make a point. Many people overlook Spaghetti as a nonsensical song, but it deals with public scrutiny and consumption in the K-pop sphere, stepping over the critics and enjoying success. The music video also shares the vision, with sauce spilling and splashing all over, embracing the mess. No matter how many times you try to claim sophistication and nicheness in your music taste, you can't help but listen to their music, it being a guilty pleasure, with people returning to have a taste, regardless of their intentions of being supportive or not. And it works fantastically even. It's a win-win situation, right? Similarly, in Celebration, the back remains constant and the horror element is added, where the title of the song is a conclusion of a person's journey from being fearful, slowly realizing that fear is not weakness, rather a normal human emotion, which can be overcome to accept one's own personality and identity. The group acts as a guiding finger, refusing to stop haunting the mind until it gives into the attempt, convincing the person to come alive into their authentic self. Now coming to BOOMPALA, the start of the video intrigued me. The mystery figure in the forest and then the audio caught my attention, the Macarena sample, but it felt fine at first as the transition itself was good with the group, confidently parading forward. I get the lyrics, honestly. The lyrics are actually fine given the kind of musical trend they are following and the message is conveyed. Finding peace and living a carefree, unbothered life in the moment, as overthinking and nitpicking won't solve our problems given the state of the world we are living in. It's all understood, yes, and I'm not going to talk of it being out of touch or ignorant because I don't think the group or K-pop in general claims to be politically or socially aware. What really left me disappointed was the direction the song steered toward when the post-chorus starts. Everything leading up to that moment hinted at the song taking a roaring, bold step and everybody by storm. As if there's no other option left than to make a grand entrance, blasting the song, making everyone comply listening to it. And then whoosh! All that tension fizzled into nothing once the post-chorus played with the Macarena sample in the background. What the hell, man? It just turned into any other K-pop track, like they suddenly realized they had a status quo to follow, where everything looks and sounds safe. The video direction also tells the same story. At first, I was very excited about this video because it had all the elements of the previous singles. The bizarreness, the quirk, the unapologetic confidence, and the color. Oh my god, the color. The previous two singles I'm using as comparison had a colorful, animated, and hallucinatory aspect to it, which convinces of his position. Whereas here, the hallucination and color, though it tries to become crazy, somewhat holds back as if it's trying to contain the wilderness, saving it for later, but it just never delivers. The color palette and styling also switches in and out. One moment they go all in, and the next they switch back to their sterilized, sanitary, and sophisticated selves. Like they are trying to fit in the K-pop family and they don't want to be unique. Like, why am I suddenly seeing grey undertones in the music video when we were supposed to go all out? The whole Macarena-backed post-chorus is a fire extinguisher. Yep, I couldn't describe it in a better way. It's triggering and disappointing. This song has so much potential. Never did I think that out of the whole song, the Boompala part is going to make me stay, because that's where the sass reaches the highest point. Side note, the delivery of "You cannot hold on to the clouds in the air" sounds very convincing, cool and clear, like an elder sister giving advice. All I'm saying is, if you want to get dirty, get dirty. No holding back, no lifestyle influencer imagery, and no AI advertisement when you're already trying to preach living in Zen mode. Get wild and loud and frisky and get dirty. We have seen this exact same thing happen before with aespa. Dirty work wasn't dirty at all. And though SSERAFIM's closer to figuring it out, certainly not there yet. The girls are serving what they were handed, and that too beautifully. But the kitchen is where we must put our focus now. This is an ideal song to blow off steam with the younger generations coping with mentally stressful times currently. A bit of I don't give a fuck energy doesn't hurt. I'm so glad that they didn't butcher the lyrics like Cat Size Pinky Up in a way that would make them sound ignorant rather than carefree and motivating. They understood the assignment in that context. The bit which still confuses me, though, is the way they decided to end the song. Why does it feel so restricting and anticlimactic? Or am I missing their intention? Does the post chorus throughout the song get tuned down because it's a reminder to breathe as the song lyrics suggest, or a final peaceful single to conclude this era? Maybe I'll get the full picture when I listen to the entire album. The girls brought an entire chariot with a band into the city just to be teleported back into a white padded cell in the mental hospital. How is that influence? And on top of that, the few people you did manage to get hooked on are now with you in the hospital. What's the message here? What I concluded from all this was that the chariot on the street is an attempt to riot and a revolution, and the last scene is the real safe little echo chamber built by the K-pop companies to keep cashing in by being on an eternal safety mode, reminding us that it's still a prison with no way out. And this sums up the industry in general and the making of BOOMPALA with the decisions made around it accurately. And that was the video, guys. Thank you, and I really appreciate that you managed to make it to the end. See you soon, and don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Bye!